Let me turn, though, to the money end of it. There's been a lot of talk, Mr. Trump, about the changes you've made in the campaign. Corey Lewandowski out, tough couple of weeks after the comments about the judge in Indiana, money issues. Has there been a new pivot? Has there been a change in direction in your campaign?
The only tough part about the campaign is the fact that the press, no matter what you do, I mean, I've had things where we did great work on certain things, and we always get criticized by the press, no matter what. I mean, it makes no difference. I've had stories where I said, oh, good, look forward to picking them up, right? And you pick it up, you say, wow, look at the way they covered. Look at this angle. That's a strange angle. And the press is so negative. And I say that to people because, obviously, my poll numbers are practically even with hers. And I guess in the most important states from the standpoint of what we're talking about, Ohio, Pennsylvania, et cetera, and we're doing great in Florida, too, we're even. And in one case, I guess we're leading. So, you know, she's spending tremendous amounts of money. She's going to raise $1.2 billion. And, you know, the same thing happened to me in the primaries. They were all spending 2, 3, 4 times as much money as me, and I won in landslides. So we'll see what happens.
What are you going to do now in terms of the money, though? I mean, you sent your first fundraising email yesterday vowing to match donations dollar for dollar for the next 48 hours.
And it did great. Wait till the results.
You've got $1 million. She's got $40 million. So how are you going to accelerate the money?
Well, I have a lot more than $40 million if I want to use my own money, and I have used my own money. You know, I spent essentially $55 million on the primaries, and I may very well, you know, just fund my own campaign. I'm taking a very serious look at it because it's so much easier. As an example, right now I'm going to a big fundraiser. I look forward to it. But I'm meeting great people. I mean, part of the thing I do like about the fundraisers, I meet tremendous people that are so committed to this campaign, and they don't want Hillary, and they're so committed to the campaign that I almost think that's more important than the fundraising itself. I've met so many great people, high level and mid-level and low level and every level. I mean, I have met so many incredible people that are so committed, and that's the thing I like best about the fundraising. Now, with that said, we had a fantastic weekend, which wasn't reported yet, because, as you know, we had reported a very small part of the fundraising. That was when it started. I think it included essentially one day or, you know, a very short period of time. But I think our next numbers are going to be quite good. But more importantly, I don't want to raise, you know, billions of dollars. There's no reason for it. The people that make all that money are the consultants, Marie. You see what these consultants are making, and take a look at what Hillary Clinton is paying everybody to write her little speeches about me, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
I don't want that kind of money spent. I think it's a waste of money, and I think it's a shame, frankly. So I can do it for much, much less, and I think win.
And you have already. Before you go, Mr. Trump, let me just get your take on what's going on in Britain right now, this whole movement for the UK to leave the EU. What do you think Britain should be doing?
Well, I'm going to be over there during the storm because I'm going over to Scotland. We're opening Turnberry. You know, I own one of the great resorts of the world, and we just completed construction, and it's phenomenal. One of the great on the ocean, 800 acres on the ocean.
Wow. Eric, your son was telling us about it just last week.
Right, and he's going. So I'm right in the middle of it. I'll be over there just as it's the decision's coming in. I mean, I would, you know, I don't think anybody should listen to me because I haven't really focused on it very much. But my inclination would be to get out because, you know, go it alone. It's a mess. There's such a mess over. When you look at what's happened with as an example, the migration, when you look at the things that are going on over there, my inclination would be go it alone and go back to where you came from because that's, you know, just my feeling. Now, with that being said, I want people to do what they want to do. But, you know, somebody asked me, what would you do? I said, I would probably vote to get out.
Yeah, I mean, Prime Minister Cameron said, look, the vote and the thoughts to get out, that's Donald Trump politics.
No, it's not politics because it doesn't help me one way or the other. I mean, getting out or staying in makes no difference to me. It doesn't have any impact on me. I'm just saying my inclination would be. And I also tell people, don't go with the recommendation because it's a recommendation that I make, but that's where I stand.
Ms. Trump, good luck at the fundraising this morning. Thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Maria.
We will see you soon. Donald Trump joining us right there.